Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how to use data to drive growth. This is a presentation by Dave Meyer, and I am a speaker with Google's Get Your Business Online program, which is a program of Grow with Google. Thank you for joining me today. And I wanted to walk you through just a couple of things as we get started. Small businesses need to learn how to grow their online presence and improve customer loyalty, or job seekers can show presentations, communication skills. Educators can learn how to use technology to inspire their students. All of these can grow with the proper use of data. Now, data is one of those things that people have a lot of problems with. And as a matter of fact, inside of this connection or inside of this talk, one of the things that I love is a quote is from Niall Fitzgerald. And he says, data makes your briefcase heavy, but insights make you rich. So it's the difference between data and insights that are going to make all the difference for your business. We need to find the interconnections, the patterns, themes, and context that we need to know in order to make the right decisions to grow our business. Here's an example of a business that has used data to great effect. Rumi is a reusable bag company in Centennial, Colorado. And co-founders Jay and Katie Lee found their shopping bag business as a brick and mortar operation, but wanted to start selling online. Since moving to more online sales, they've been able to expand their designs and product lines. They use Google Analytics to give them a constant stream of information that tells them which marketing concepts and tactics are working. Because of this online channel, the company is now expanded into corporate sales and has grown nearly 500% in the past few years. I want to stop for a second and just define insights. Insights help you create more effective business solutions using strategies informed by real consumer truths, whether those are brand strategies, creative ideas, product innovations, or media plans. The trouble is, insights are notoriously hard to pin down. Ask 100 people, and you'll get 100 different definitions of what an insight should be. What's clear is when businesses look to Google with help finding insights, they're not just looking for data. Insights are based on data, but are novel, credible, and actionable. A great insight should be unexpected, yet obvious, and needs to carry enough weight that you're willing to take some next action. You shouldn't take a survey, you shouldn't look at, should you be doing a blog strategy if you're simply not willing to do so. Let's take this home, and I want to introduce you to James. James owns a pizza restaurant. He set up a site recently, and he started adding online ordering because he wanted to let people get to his website and order things online. Business is going pretty well, but he wants to take full advantage of his digital opportunity. In other words, he wants to see if what he's doing on his website, in his social media, with advertising, is going to help impact his bottom line. James is going to follow us along today, and you're going to learn how he uses data to reach his goals and perhaps how it can help you reach yours. Sometimes making decisions based on gut instinct works great, but it's usually better to base those decisions on real data. In these examples, James is making business decisions based on gut instincts. Some decisions could see improved results if he used data to support them. For example, if James could use digital insights, like his reports in Google My Business, to monitor customer reviews, he might have learned that customer prefers pizza because recipes are made with fresh local ingredients. So canned pineapple probably wouldn't meet his expectations. Instead of cutting prices when sales were down, James could have boosted visibility by advertising or trying different promotions. Although James is trying to grow his business, those changes, pineapple pizza and then cutting prices, were not supported by data. Let's define the terms that I mean by data, analytics, and insights. So data is information that you obtain from users. That's demographic information, their behavior, their activity, anything that you can view on a report or a spreadsheet. Analytics are the patterns and trends that you discover by analyzing your data. It's how you make sense of it all and uncover meaningful trends. And then after you have your analytics and have thought about it a little bit, you can provide or find insights. That's the value that you gain from your data and your analytics. Insights should be actionable and prescriptive. In other words, you should know what to do next after an insight. Here's an example. Let's assume you have an e-commerce website. Data would show you that you had 1,500 site visits in the past 30 days. Analytics would show you how many visitors accessed your site from mobile devices. It was 40%. And then insights reveal that visitors using their phones are 30% more likely to buy. If you're new to data and analytics, this can be overwhelming. I'm going to show you how to use data to make decisions instead of relying on gut instincts. This involves using tools to see patterns or analytics in customer usage data. Before diving in, you need to identify goals so you can ask the right questions. Here's how we recommend you get started using data to make informed business decisions. First, outline those goals. Goals identify customer actions you care most about. What outcomes do you want? What do you want to improve? One example of a good goal could be to increase your web traffic by a certain amount of percent, or even better, to increase sales in one specific part of your business over a specific part of time. And this is where we'll see what James is going to do shortly. Second, what are the key questions you need to ask about your business? And what information do you need to know to achieve your goals? Once you have those questions, the third step is to determine which tools can help you get answers. And we have the content for you coming up. So let's start with goals. Start with your outcome in mind. What do you want to happen? As a business owner, what are you trying to achieve? Having 1 million visits on your website isn't going to help you if none of that content helps drive towards some next response or result. So think about what you actually need to accomplish instead of specific activity. Let's review what makes a good business goal. Consider these questions using the SMART goal framework. Is your goal specific and detailed? Can you track the goal? How will you measure it? How will you know when you accomplished it? Is the goal realistically attainable? Will the goal help you reach your business goals? Is it relevant? This goal, set a specific and realistic time. James goals. Here's a potential goal for James's business. He wants to increase orders placed through his website this month by 25%. Again, just orders over the website. Some websites focus on online orders. Other websites might focus on leads, if you're a B2B business, for example, or business to business, and that would be contact us form submissions, phone calls, etc. If we think back on the framework for what makes a good goal, is James' goal good? Yeah, probably pretty decent, at least to start. So what are your goals? Take a few minutes and write them down. You might want to just pause the presentation today and take care of that. We'll work through a short example, but what you want to focus on is it similar and as marketable and trackable as James's goals? Now that you've defined your goal, we can consider what questions to ask to meet those goals. For this next topic, let's look at examples of questions to ask about your business. The framework you see helps you think about the stages of a business's relationship or engagement with customers. In the end, you want to ask and answer questions that move customers through these phases. You reach customers or bring them to your site through various methods. It's like ads, organic search, social media, new blog posts, content, and anything that would drive traffic to your site. After they arrive, you need to keep them engaged. Can they find what they're looking for? And then you need to convert them, getting them to complete important actions on your site. For example, they might sign up for a newsletter, submit a contact form, or even better, purchase something. These can also be tied into your goals. And then ultimately, you want to sustain a long-term relationship, getting a customer to return to your site again and again. This could be by offering an awards program, sending them discounts over an email, or publishing something on social media or advertising. To recap, reach asks, how do my customers find me? Engage asks, what do they look at and engage with? Convert asks, do my visitors become customers? And sustain asks, do those customers return? So how about James? James wants to increase online orders this month by 25%, so he needs to look carefully at how he's connecting with and engaging with his customers at each phase. I'll be coming back to these phases throughout the rest of the workshop. We're going to look at some questions you can ask about your business at each of those 4 phases. Reach. Think of reach as the people you want to visit your website and become your customers. Reach questions help you understand brand recognition and awareness and how people find you online. So for James, if his goal is to increase online orders 25% this month, he might ask, how do people find me online? If a customer can't find his business, they can't place those orders. So what are people searching for? Who is their audience? And how do those customers find you online? Next, engage. Engage questions involve discovering how or if people who find you interact with your site. Do they navigate to more than one page of your site? Do they watch videos? Do they search for things on your site? Do they download PDF spec sheets or look at your menu? Let's take a look at James. He wants to find out how people are using his website once they get there. If his customer base isn't engaging with his site or social media pages online, something's missing and people aren't going to place those online orders, and he's not going to hit his goal of 25%. Convert. Turn site visitors into paying customers. Convert questions help you find out how or if that conversion happens. Once people find you online, do they take more action? Do they purchase or sign up for the newsletter? Do they schedule an appointment? Let's take a look at James. To meet James's goals, he could ask, how many online orders did I receive last month? What calls to action drove those conversations? And is there anything that I'm doing that isn't producing results, or what is producing the most result so that I can focus there? Sustain turns your customers into loyal customers. They continue to interact with your business after the first transaction. Sustain questions can help you understand what customers say about you online. If they like your services, what they wish you'd do better, what they like or don't like, etc. You want to determine whether customers influence others to choose your products or services. Let's take another look at James. To meet his goals, he needs to ask, what are people saying about my business online? He also could ask, what pizza recipes would your customers like to see? Or who are his loyal repeat customers, and how can he reward them, perhaps with a coupon, more content or more details, a special customer appreciation event, etc. Now that we've reviewed some examples of those questions, let's talk about the tools that you can use to dig deeper. We have our goals, and now we need the tools to help us answer each of those questions. If James's goal is to increase online orders this month by 25%, why does he want to know which traffic source is bringing the most visitors? Well, James can use Google Analytics. To access Google Analytics, you go to marketingplatform.google.com. Google Analytics is completely free and one of the most popular website analytics tools available. Google Analytics offers digital analytics tools to analyze data from touch points to better understand customer experience. The data that you'll get out of Google Analytics helps you understand your customer as a whole, their demographics, such as their age, their gender, interests, so you can determine if your website is meeting your customers' expectations. It also shows you how you can use what you're learning about your customer so that you can make changes that'll yield better results. It helps you understand what data tells you about your site and what actionable steps you can take. And then you can track and record goal completions. Some of the reach, engage, and convert questions about your business might include, how do people find my site? What do customers interact with once they find me online? What demographics visit my site the most? What kinds of people? And what channel drives the most traffic? Is it advertising? Is it video? Is it social media? What is it? Google Analytics can be pretty complex and daunting the first time you go there. There's a bunch of really handy tutorials and things inside of this, but these are the kinds of data that you can get out of Google Analytics. Real-time information shows impact of marketing efforts in real time. So if you have a promotion going on, you can see immediately and right that second if it's actually driving traffic. If you're running something massive and no one's going to your website, there's something wrong and maybe you should talk to your web designer. But it lets you adjust. So in real time, you can determine if a new and changed site content is being viewed. You can determine if a one-day promotion is driving traffic and which pages people are looking at. You can monitor immediate effects on site traffic from a blog or a social media post, or you could monitor goal completions as you test site changes. Audience reports provide insight into characteristics of your users, such as demographics, interests, their geography, their language, behavior, the technology, and even the devices they use. Are they on iOS or Android? Are they on big phones, little phones? Are they on PCs, and what kinds? Are they on Macintosh or PCs? Acquisition reports provide a window on your users' acquisition behavior conversion, or ABC cycle. Basically, how you acquire users, their behavior on your site after you get them on their site, and their conversion patterns. What do they do in order to take that next action? Or are they not doing anything? In which case they'll bounce, and your bounce rate is something that Google Analytics can help you tease out. Behavior reports tell you how behavior varies between new and returning users of your website, and conversion reports will help with completion of an activity that it's important to the success of your business, such as a sign up for your email newsletter, or of course, a purchase of a pizza for James. Business owners often have preconceived notions of who their audiences are. In James' case, he thought that his audience was mostly 18 to 24-year-olds because college people like pizza. He may have had promotions or content regarding, finals week or some other tools to help drive that traffic. But as we looked at James's Google Analytics data, we actually found that 21%, by far the most of any other tool or any other user base, are buying his pizzas in the 35 to 44-year-old range. So James probably should be looking at what he's doing to target those folks that are slightly older. He can also check where his traffic is coming from. And so he looked around and he thought maybe his blog posts were doing pretty well. But as we look at the tools, we see that 18.75% of folks were getting referred to his website, and then his paid search was at 18.23. So this gives an overview of his media mix. You see referral and paid search have the highest conversion rates. Social doesn't seem to be performing very well. And if you present on a lot of different platforms, it's a good idea to check out the attribution model comparison tool, which you'll find in conversions inside of Google Analytics. You can find more insights about your users' paths to find if they're purchasing from multiple ads or different channels. And then you can also find benchmarking metrics for the different channels by going to Audience inside of Google Analytics. Just don't get too caught up on all these numbers. Use them as general guidelines and to benchmark your performance against your own performance account at a previous time range. Did I do better last month or this month? What was different? How can I learn from what I've done differently? Using Google Analytics, James discovered that his highest performing traffic sources are referral and paid search, meaning that most visitors are navigating to his website via referral channels like social media and email marketing, as well as James's own Google ad campaigns. Based on his data, James chooses to invest more time in his social media activity and increase his monthly ad spend. James might also want to send email marketing campaigns to repeat customers to drive sales. And because of that age range, he really should consider playing to families with a meal deal promoted on social media and via email. As a reminder, James's goal was to increase orders placed through his website by 25%. Based on this goal, he needs to answer the reach question, how are people finding me online? To help find this answer, he can use Google My Business. You can access Google My Business at gybo.com/business or simply google.com/business. Google My Business is a free Google business listing that appears when people are searching for your business or businesses like yours on Google Search and in Google Maps. It makes it easy to create and update your listing so that you can stand out and drive traffic organically. Here's how it works. You create a Google listing that you can update at any time. You draw in new customers with photos of your products or favorite menu items. Pictures show what's unique about your business, and you can add as many as you like. You can build loyalty by responding to reviews, and reviews are now a two-way conversation between you and your customers. So be the first to know when you get a new review so you can respond to those views or those reviews right away. The Insights tool within Google My Business allows you to get real insights on what's working and what's not working. You can learn more about customer actions, check out customer views and actions to learn how you're doing and how you set yourself apart. You can understand your customers' community, discover where people are coming from to better research your existing customers and bring in new. You can see which photos are getting noticed. And Google My Business can help answer those reach, engage, and sustain questions about your business. How are people finding me online? Are customers talking about my business online or reviewing me? And are people doing what I expect once they find me online? Using Google My Business, James discovers that most people call his business on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. and later. So James should probably staff up his phones for those high-demand times. He could use an auto-answer feature, encouraging customers to order online, and he should encourage phone managers to ask questions to see if their website can reduce call volume. Of course, he can also offer incentives to order on other days of the week. The next question James wants to answer is how his website's performing in Google search results. For this, he wants to go to Google Search Console. You can use Google Search Console by navigating to google.com/webmasters. Google Search Console helps you monitor and maintain your site's presence in Google search results to help drive organic traffic and to see what search terms your site is being ranked for. You are discovered through an organic search when a customer finds you after entering relevant terms in search engines such as Google. This is different from discovering you through paid advertisements. Search Console shows you how Google and the world sees your website. You can use Search Console to make sure that Google can access your site, submit new content, and remove content you don't want shown in search results, and of course, monitor your site for search problems. You can see reports that tell you which queries caused your site to appear in search results, which websites link to your site, if your site works well on mobile devices, and a bunch more. Google Search Console can help you answer reach questions about your business. How are people finding me online? What are my customers searching for? And what can I change about my website to be more attractive to my customers? Using Search Console, James discovered the search query "local pizza for pickup" caused his site to appear in Google search results. Based on this data, James chooses to update his website description to include local and pickup. Another question James wants to answer is if the ads he's using are the right ones. To find this answer, he can use Google Ads reporting. Before we get into details, let's make sure we're all on the same page with the difference between paid advertising and organic search results. When someone conducts a Google search, the first section to appear in results is the Google ad. It's indicated by a green ads label. The second section right underneath that is the organic search results. These are unpaid links to websites with content related directly to what the person searched for. The more relevant site to the search term, the higher the link will appear in the list. Your related website could appear here, but your ad won't. You can access Google Ads by going to ads.google.com and signing in. Google Ads allows you to choose how you want to reach your customers. You can be seen across the web through display ads with images, video ads, search ads, and app ads. It allows you to reach who you want, whether you're staying local or going global. Ads shows you how many people see your ads, visit your website, or call your business. Google Ads help you stay within budget by setting your own budget limits and adjusting your budget whenever you want. Google Ads can help you answer reach, engage, and convert questions about your business. How are people finding me online? What are my customers searching for? And what keywords should I use for my search terms? Using Google Ads, James discovered that 71% of users clicked his ad from a smartphone device. From that information, He figured his next steps were to test his website compatibility on mobile devices to ensure that it's user-friendly and loads quickly. And he's focusing his next ad campaign to specifically reach people that have mobile devices. James also wants to know what type of pizzas are trending. To help answer this question, he can use Google Trends, a free web-based tool that shows relative search volume of different keywords searched on Google over time. You can access Google Trends at google.com/trends. The data is presented on a graph on a scale from 0 to 100, with 100 representing the peak search volume, which means that it's indexed. If there's enough data, Trends can show related news headlines, a forecast of search volume, related popular searches, and rising searches or searches experiencing significant growth. Analyzing search trends, you can see how interests, associations, or tastes have changed over time or by geography. In this example, James can use Google Trends to compare deep dish pizza and thin crust pizza. He also added in gluten-free to see how those searches compared. They're big. You can also use Trends to evaluate your competitive landscape, analyze search trends by platform, region, brand, or topic. And so Google's Trends can help you answer your reach and engage questions, including what are my customers searching for, what do they want, what's trending in my industry, and is my business affected by seasonal changes or in different markets. Using Google Trends, James discovered that customers favor gluten-free pizza the most. He also saw that deep dish was trending upward. Based on this data, James chose to introduce a new gluten-free pizza recipe to his menu. So let's recap what we've reviewed today. First, we want to outline our goals. They need to be smart. They need to connect, specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time-based. You want to ask those questions, reach, engage, convert, and sustain to help you grow your business. Choose the right tools such as Google Analytics at marketingplatform.google.com, Google Ads and Ads Reporting, Google My Business's Insights tool, and Google Trends to help you figure out where you should be marketing and how to improve your results. And then, of course, you want to measure your results and then take action on those results. As a final word of advice, make sure that you're focusing on growing your results in areas that are already working for you, instead of trying to bolster things that simply aren't going to work. If you're a pizza place, having an online blog or your social network of choice might simply not work for you. So don't bet everything on what's not working. Instead, figure out what is working and do more of that. And then as you get that additional content or that additional result, then you can start focusing on other areas to improve. But make sure that you focus on the best stuff that you're doing first to get the maximum return on engagement. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I hope this helped you with your business, and I hope that as you get your business online, you too will grow with Google. Have a fantastic day, and we'll talk to you soon.